everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. This is a little bit different and it's gonna have my friend Courtney in it because I figured why not talk about our lives and share it with y'all, because as I've stated before, I'm Liberian and Courtney is...
My family's from Trinidad.
So growing up with our parents was an experience. Not necessarily like a bad one, but it was different than other people in our friend circle. So we just want to talk about that. What it was like having a Liberian mother and a Trinidadian mother, and different things that like we were restricted to do or encouraged to do, or how it basically went down. So that's the premise of what you'll hear. If you want to keep listening, watch the video. If you're not really interested, then click on another video. That's cool too. So where do we start? I guess I'll start with how I knew that my culture was different than other people's culture. Because when I first came to this country and I was at school, mostly in middle school, was when I noticed like, oh, these people are going to other people's homes after school. There was one time I saw a kid yell at their parent, and I knew that I could never do that with my mom. Like, yeah, these people are allowed to do more things than I am.
I don't know, I guess for me, it's a little different because it's more so just my mom. My father's American, but not really in my life. So my mother has been in America for about 40 years, but it's like it didn't matter. She was acclimated in certain ways, but it's very much like she's right in Trinidad in terms of like the education piece and just how she conducts herself and what you do. It was my first time I'd gone from public school to prep school, and so it was my first time kind of being with people that have like country homes and all these different things. And you know, I heard people talk about it on Fridays. They would be going to their country house and all that stuff, and I was like, oh, okay. And so when I got home, I was like, oh mom, we don't have a country house because we don't want one, right? And she said, you see that bunk bed in there? You on the top, me on the bottom? That's your country house right there. I said, oh, okay. Yeah.
Your country house right there. I said, oh.
Yeah. So, you know, stuff like that, just normal stuff. I just find that with people of Indian descent, of people of Asian descent, African, West Indian, there is this different kind of ingrained in like the education piece is like that's what your key is, and so that's what you have to focus on. So like that's what I did on Saturday, and I went to LaGuardia College in Queens in middle school, and in high school I went to Barnard and they had a science and technology program. But you always in school, even when you're not. Like that was just a thing. Yes, that was just a very, and not that American people don't do that. I don't want to make it seem that way, but you know, like going outside to play. So most people, right? And I live in New York. You live in New York City. She still lives there on the Upper East Side, which is a nice neighborhood, right? I'd be like, oh, I want to go outside. There's nothing outside. What is outside? You have homework. So it's like stuff like that, like where other kids, they would come home and go outside. And my mother, that was not a concept. Like, what is outside? You know, on a weekday. Like, no.
What is outside? You know, on a weekday.
No. You're inside. You're doing your homework. You're getting ready to go to school the next day. That's what you do. So, yeah, it's different. It's a different concept.
Not bad different, but like same thing. Like,
I do the same thing to my children.
Exactly.
When I have them.
Because I think it's just more so from a sense of like protection and wanting us to do well and like prosper. So although when I was younger, it was like, man, I'm not doing this. I'm not sleeping at this person's house. Like they got to know their mom, dad, aunt, uncle, and all these things. And it's like there's just too much. But there's a reason for it. Like there's a method for her madness. Yeah. And there are many moments of madness with my mom. Not in a bad way, but it was just like I didn't understand why she was doing what she was doing in that moment.
And it's how you were raised, right? And so that is the difference, I think.
Yeah, I think about it now. I'm like, there were many days when my mom worked like 3 to 11 and I was just home, and I could have been out in the streets doing whatever I wanted, but I knew the fear of Esther was in my heart, and I knew that was not an option. I think like that fear, although at first I thought it was irrational, like really helped me be the person who I am today and like achieve what I have, because like it wasn't like a, oh, just finish with high school. Like, no. Hey, while in high school, do the best you can do, get good grades. And like my mom did a really good job of me being conscious of community service and like giving back to people. It's still with me because I care and I think about how my actions impact others. Would you wish that your mom was more Americanized?
No, I think it's hilarious. I mean, beyond it being hilarious, it's the way that I've been and raised, and I think there's a difference, definitely a difference. I think it's a great thing because you also have the culture. Like I also was able to go, you know, because you were born in Liberia, so you know you go back or can't go back, you know. But I wasn't born in Trinidad, but I always felt connected to it, and so I'll be like, I'm a Caribbean American. But I always I always be with my cousins, I always go to Labor Day, all those different things, and just I always felt connected to my culture because of my mother, and she would, you know, she would talk about what Trinidad, you know. And so I finally went a couple years ago, and I loved it. Like I loved it. It was so pretty, and I love that culture that's there. Like I would never replace them. When we talk about African Americans in America, right? The cultural like piece of that is different. Yeah. And so that your identity looks so different without that. Like if my mother wasn't from Trinidad, I don't know. Like that's all of her identity. Because it's a country, it's culture, it's all these different things.
Like I don't have an African American culture in me. I have like Liberian. It's like we like grew up near Philly or like whatever, but like in our house it was Liberian customs. Like that's just what it was. I mean, of course we're Americanized a little. Big out to Janet and Esther. Yes. They were just wonderful women.
Yes. Although I fight with my mom, I do appreciate her.
That was it. We just wanted to talk about life, talk about our upbringing, our parents, mostly our mothers. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already, subscribe. If you really
Is that what the button is?
No, I think it's down here somewhere. I think it's like down here. Yes, subscribe. Click the subscribe button wherever you see it. Click on it. And then if you really like this video, give it a thumbs up. Again, thank you. And I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day or night, whatever time it is when you're watching this.